All right, this is the back office portal for our content creators, artists, managers, labels, whoever you are, that's submitting the content. This is the account of Rothstein Beats, producer out of Vegas, also owner of Casino Gang Records. And this is a new project that will be coming out that he's getting into our system. Um, as you can see, it's an empty account, so there's no releases added. We have one artist, one label, one participant. This is our dashboard. On the left side, if you go down, you see we have new release. We have catalog releases, analytics, payments. And for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to focus on getting tracks into the system, and that's what we're going to start at. So we're going to go into the tracks section, and we're going to go there by clicking on our catalog releases. Under that, you'll see products, tracks, labels, and artists. We're going to go into the tracks portion. I'm just going to bring up again, you see no tracks in there because no tracks have been uploaded. This is a new account. We're going to go to upload tracks and get some music in here. So we're going to be uploading a new beat project that Rothstein will be releasing called Cook Up 3. So we're going to look for the music. He has previously sent us the music, and we're going to go in there. We're going to find our folder for Rothstein Beats. Now we're going to upload each song. We're going to do what's called a bulk upload, and we're going to try to get all 10 of them at one time so we don't have to load each song one by one. And we're going to click in. As you can see, the songs are populating, they scanning. As they scan and they come in, it will disappear from this. As you know, they're in. If one or two songs get left up here, that means it did not take. You have to do that process over with that one or two songs. But all 10 came in this time, so that's a good thing. And we have all of the tracks in. And we're just going to look to make sure that all 10 tracks came in, which they did. So we have all the 10 tracks in. We're going to begin cleaning it up, but as you can see, we have the title, artists, genres, language for ISRC and all this mess. But we're going to be again cleaning up. We're going to go in here. First thing we're going to do is go into the title, and we're going to take out any extra information except for the title. So we took out the 2. We're going to add Rothstein Beats as the artist. If you don't have an artist in there already, or you want to add a new artist, you get that plus icon. So we're going to add the genres, which is hip hop and rap. Then we're going to go in here, we're going to add the language, which is English. Rothstein Beats is a producer from the USA, again Las Vegas. Even though this is a beat, instrumental, we're still going to put the language. Then we're going to do downloads and streams because we wanted to go to all of the stores. Here's the ISRC code, here's the ISWC code. Parental advisory not required because it is an instrumental. And so you are able to overwrite your ISRC code if you have one of your own. Rothstein Beats use ours, but we're going to save this. And once we save it, as you can see, it saved to, it took all of this information out of the title. So it's just that title, all of the information is correct. And we're going to move on to the next one. So the next track is Stay Cooking. We're going to repeat the same process. We're going to take out the extra information out of the title. We're going to add Rothstein Beats again. We're going to add the genre, hip hop, rap, the language, So good. We're gonna hit save. Now we're gonna go to the third one, and we're gonna go in. Actually, you are listening to this track, Keys to Success. That's what's playing in the background right now. We're gonna add Rothstein Beats again. We're gonna add the genre, which is hip hop and rap again. Language, English, and still no featured artists. So yeah, pretty uniform. That's the third one. We're gonna hit save, and that information is saved. So we're not. The rest of the process is gonna be similar. So we're not gonna go through all of the songs, although it will keep. You can watch the rest of the tutorial. We'll just keep cleaning it up. But I want to take time to explain about these codes that you see. So you see two codes information that you could put in your track information, which is ultimately the metadata that's gonna follow this track. And we have two codes, the ISRC code and the ISWC code. So the ISRC code, which is the International Standard Recording Code, it's a code that's either assigned to you or you may have your own, and it's a that will track your recording. This code is for the recording. Again, it's the ISRC, the International Standard Recording Code. And then your next number you have is the ISWC code, which is the International Standard Work Code, and this will track the composition side of your music. So although this is only your distribution portal, if you already have your ISWC code, you can enter that there. This code is usually given out through your PRO, whether you're with BMI, ASCAP, or SASAC in the United States, SOCAN in Canada, or the other various societies around the world. And if you've been listening to me talk anything about music rights in the past, this will fall in line with one of the things you commonly hear me say, that there's two sides to every piece of music, or recorded music I should say, and that's the recording side and the master, the recording master side and the composition side, excuse me. And we're just going to keep filling out all of the information to get all of the metadata and all of the things right for the tracks. Please just follow along and enjoy the rest of the video. All right. As you can see, we got all our tracks in. So we're gonna go back out to the dashboard. Now that we got those in, we're gonna go back into the tracks section. You can see previously it was no tracks populated there. Now all 10 tracks from the project are in. We're just gonna go down and make sure. You can also go in if you needed to edit in here, update. We're gonna look in one, loyalty. See all the information that we previously put in is in there. Title is good. All of the metadata. So everything is looking pretty good so far. Once you in this, you got your tracks up and you got them in. There's a lot of things you can do from here. This, will also serve as your library for your tracks, so you can continue to put tracks in there no matter the release. And we'll show you how that works here shortly. But if you look in the actions, you could go in, you could edit again. All the information if anything needed to be changed or added. You can also go in there and update it, meaning you can, take the track out, put a different track in, and keep the metadata. But be careful with that. You gotta kind of know what you're doing. You can also delete if you wanted to, but we're not gonna do that because this is part of the release. And you can also play the track, and you're listening to this track in real time right now. Loyalty, which is part of the project. So as you can see, you have a lot of control. You can listen to your music here. You can edit it. It's your library. Tracks associated with products cannot be deleted. So once it's associated with a product that went out, can't be deleted. Again, the purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to do a new release. So we're going to go into the new release here. First part you come into is, your release details. Come out again, show you how to get back there. You go right here, new release, click on that. Now you're in here. You have release details, artwork, stereo tracks, track details, outlet details. You have a lot of information in here. And we're gonna go over it. We're gonna start right here with our plan. You see, this is your plan. This is whatever plan you're under. Rostine is under the My Forever plan, which means he could pretty much do anything in the system. Stereo ID type, EAN code is the one we use. Is equivalent to the UPC code, which is primarily used in the United States, or I should say North America. We provide an EAN code for you, but you're more than welcome to overwrite it. Right here, you'll put whether the project is a single or an album. Over here again, this is the EAN code that we provided, and you can overwrite it. Like if you have your own UPC code, or I believe the other one is a JAN code. Here's the original release date. Over here is where we will enter the title of the project. So we're gonna go in there and do that. The name of this project is the Cook Up 3. And then we go, yeah, let's get that in. Almost jumped the gun, but so let's get that in right now. So the Cook Up 3 is the name of this project. We're gonna type that in here. Surely this is Rostein's third installment of this beat tape series. So the Cook Up 3. Next, if you have a label, you can enter your label name. Tribute music is always a default, but if you hit the plus sign and you have a label like Rostein, he's the owner of Casino Gang Records. So we're gonna add that in. I'm gonna save it. We have it. There you go, Casino Gang. Here is the original release date, which is commonly known as the first date of publication. So if this project had been previously released, that's the date we'll put. Next is the artwork, and if you're familiar with uploading through a computer, this should be pretty familiar to you. It's just a drag and drop. Click to add artwork. Under here, you got some best results, format types: JPEG, PNG, TIFF, GIF. The dimensions, best dimensions, or the dimensions I should say, is 1400 by 1400, all the way up to 4000 by 4000. Size minimum 1 MB and maximum 10 MB per image. No blurry or pixelated images, no URLs, no logos or branding, no references to physical packaging or pricing, no pornographic imagery. That's key. So we're going to upload the cover work we got right here that Rostein provided to us, and as you can see, this file is too big. It's 10.5 MBs, and as we said, we only could put in 10 MBs. So we're going to come back to that part. We're going to jump over into stereo tracks, and we're going to begin to load our tracks up here. And again, this probably look familiar to you. So drag and drop, but we're not going to use the drag and drop. We're going to add from catalog because we already uploaded our tracks. But again, if you want to, you can, but best practices is to add from catalog. We can take all the files, MP3, WAV files, ACC, AIF, all different types of files. But we're going to add from catalog, and as you can see, our tracks that we added are in there. So we're going to click the tracks, and when we get all 10 in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna look to see we got all 10 of the tracks clicked that we put in. Looks like we got them all in. Just gonna check here to see if they're all in before we add them. I'm gonna add them. What does that says? Oh, we have it set as a single instead of an album, so it won't allow us to let all 10 tracks in. So we're gonna go back to release details, and we're gonna go down here and we're gonna uncheck single and we're gonna check album. Once we do that, we're gonna go back to stereo tracks, add from catalog, click out 10 tracks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 tracks in. You can see they're in because we have all of them at the top, denoting that they all are in. We have 10 tracks up here, and we're going to add tracks. As you can see, they're adding them up, and then we can see the list of tracks. They come in no particular order. But they're in there. So you can see that Rothstein has sent me the track listing previously. So we're gonna go into the track listing, and we're gonna rearrange the order in the proper order that Rothstein wanted us to for the project. We see Keys of Success is the first track, which is the track that you're currently listening to, which is cool. So we're gonna move that up to number 1. We'll go back into the track listing. We're gonna find the second track. And we're gonna continue, keep going on and on, just till we get the track order that Rothstein wanted. It takes a few minutes here, but we want to make sure that we get it in the right order before we move on. There you go. So we look it over, we see all the tracks are in and they are in order. Everything is looking good for this release so far. We'll go into track details. As you can see, we come into track details. We got a lot of our information that was already put in. Save us a few steps. You can see the artist is Rothstein Beats. The title is in there. It's an instrumental. We need to change that. Participant, we put Rothstein Beats. He was the composer of the music, also the producer, and there's nobody to split with him here, so we're just gonna keep him 100%. There's an instrumental, as we said. As you can see, all the information we put in is there. We can preview the track if we wanted to. This will give you a 30-second preview. You can also change it to 15 seconds if you want to, but this is the preview that people are here in the stores or on a promo player. We hit apply to all, so because all of the information is going to be the same throughout, there's no difference. All of the tracks was by Rothstein, no different splits. Then we're going to go to the outlet details. As you can see, these are all the stores we go to. The list is quite extensive. We add new stores every week, seem like. You see, you got check the box up there that says distribute to all stores, all future stores. See, again, we have the release start. The first release we seen, it was for first date of publication. This is for the actual date for it to go live in the stores. Again, this release will be released March 22nd, not the 24th. Now we're gonna go back to artwork, clean that little thing up. We had to go into our editor. Now you can see we have two covers. This was the first one that wasn't the right size, and this is the one that we resized in Photoshop. And here we go. See, it came in this time. Go back to outlet details. See, we agreed that you have the ownership and the rights required to release this music, so that box is checked. We want to go to all future stores. We have all outlets checked. And at the top right here, if something was wrong in one of these sections, if you needed to input more information, if something was input wrong, it would have a red line under it to let you know that you need to do some work there. Since we don't have no red line, we know it's good. And then we look and it says ready to submit. So we're ready to send it off. Our artwork is in, and as you can see, ready to review. We're ready to send it to the review process. Once we send it to the review, you'll get a pre-link within 2 to 3 days, which will allow you to share. And that is how you release a project with Tribute Music. And hope this was helpful, and let's get these releases in. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.